ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties up in the booth. However, we are back, and it's always great to be back. So, just a quick recap for you. The Raiders scored a touchdown off of a play that seemed like it was going to be a fourth down, and that is a field goal right there to make it 7-7. Extra point.
On the running touchdown for the Raiders, that was number 33, James Jackson the fourth, had a nice run to the outside and beat a couple defenders to make it 6 for the Raiders, and now the score is tied up 7-7 in the first quarter with 3 minutes and 59 seconds left before the second quarter begins.
We would, in this current moment, we would like to thank all of our sponsors and business partners that sponsor our Belen Wolverine broadcasting.
And football team. Without them, we couldn't make this happen.
Our sponsors are the ones who make all of this possible for us, and they are proud supporters of the Wolverines. So thank you very much to them, and a shout out as well. As the Wolverines get lined up for a kickoff, we have kick returning number 1, Don Chaney Jr., probably one of the best, if not the best, runner on the Wolverines' offense and defense.
And opposite him is number 2, Nate Payne, who also has some legs. And he's a threat when he has the ball in his hands, as you saw last week against the against American Heritage Delray. And kicker for the Raiders, number 2. And let's see if the Wolverines have an answer for
Number 2
the
will be
Raiders touchdown.
number 2. There's your kick, and that. Oh, there's a catch.
Nate
Chaney. Oh no, not Chaney. Number 2, Nathaniel Payne is gonna run it.
And he is stuffed early for a short amount of yards. And the Wolverines will take over from deep in their own territory. Great field. Not so great field position for the Wolverines. And great kick coverage from the Raiders. Offense, in case you missed it, had a easy scoring drive earlier in this game. Don Chaney broke one out to the outside after the Raiders failed on a fourth down conversion, and that led Danny Esteban to break one in for 6 off of a 1-yard touchdown. And the Wolverines are now back on for offense.
Snap. Oh, and Chaney has the ball, runs it through, and is dogpiled onto. Don had the carry. It seemed like it was about 6 or 7 yards. It is unconfirmed right now.
And he had nowhere to run there. Immediately hit, trying to run through the middle. And that'll bring up second down for the Wolverines once again.
One thing that the Wolverines don't try often with Chaney, but when they do, it does work out pretty well, is he doesn't like to go up the middle too much, but when he does, if he's able to get an open lane, I mean, he's off. One of the reasons it's risky is because he has been stuffed and injured that way before. And there's a carry, wow.
Another one.
7 yards, and that is going to be a first down. Correction, not a first down, but a great run. Oh no, pardon. It was a first down.
And delayed reaction there from the referees. Danny Esteban pushing through to get that first down for the Wolverines. Danny Esteban, their power back. Had a big hit in last week's game against Heritage, which led to a fumble on the punt, and it's on their handoff.
Oh, there's a handoff to Chaney again. Chaney, stiff arming. Oh, wow. And Chaney's down, but not after a 10-yard run.
Getting the first down for the Wolverines once again. As you saw there, he broke one out to the outside. Favorite of his, and it does wonders when he has an open lane. And the chains are moving. Wolverines advancing down the field.
See, I do think that the Wolverines are using a weapon that was used against them last week, which is they're going away from their aerial side from what we're seeing right now, and they're running the ball with Don Chaney, which was something that last week with Dallas Smalls on American Heritage really wore them down, especially their defense, and was inevitably the cause of an almost not win. However, oh, wow. everyone's piling on him. And Cheney seems to be a little bit angry
Yeah,
with number 10. Number 10 on their team is Deshaun Perry. Deshaun Perry is probably one of the largest players on the team. Definitely not afraid to hit hard. But the two were going at it, and Cheney doesn't seem to be intimidated by all at him, and I don't see why he should.
yeah. Perry there tried to bring down Cheney, but he wasn't having it. And it's going to be a short yard pickup for Don. 5 yards on the carry.
That's one of the great things about Cheney. His legs power him straight through some of the toughest hits that we've ever seen in high school games. And there's the handoff. Cheney has it again. He's going to get hit, but keeps on pushing for another 2 yards. Oh, wow. And there's an argument.
And
And
a
the flag
flag.
is thrown. I personally saw that.
It's going to be.
We had a player number.
Looks like it was going to be number.
We can't see which number it is,
Yeah.
but dropped another player full-fledged. And
Mhm.
yeah, that's definitely something that you can't do in the football game
But it's
after a play is over.
it's going to be on the Wolverines. Looks like they incited the penalty. Must have been unsportsmanlike conduct from the looks of it. But Wolverines will get pushed back. Not really sure what went down there, but the penalty is on the Wolverines. And yeah, just to say a comment on what you said earlier, Ben. The Wolverines, right away from their game last week, passed the ball in the air and they got them a touchdown. Haven't seen a pass from the Wolverines all game. First quarter is about to wrap up. We haven't seen too much in terms of passing game from the Wolverines. Raiders, however, have thrown the ball on multiple occasions. Be interesting to see what the Wolverines are going to do, considering they've ran a lot this game. It has worked. They did get those 7 points earlier in the game. However, haven't really broken any big plays, which they were doing last week. So let's see what they have in store for the Raiders.
I mean, the Wolverines were off to a great start. Stumbled a little bit there and let a touchdown slide. But you know what? The Wolverines are a kind of team that does not let a touchdown or multiple touchdowns hold them down. And they definitely have come out on top in many situations like this. And fun fact, the last two games, the Wolverines have always scored a touchdown first and have done absolutely great throughout the rest of the games. However, one of the big things that has stopped them from winning by a lot of points is going up against a really big competitor. For example, American Heritage never let go. I mean, you thought they were going to let go, but all of a sudden they started catching up on us, and then it was their lead, our lead, their lead, our lead, until we finally tied and were able to force an overtime. And the rest is history, ladies and gentlemen, as we won that game.
Yep. Very energetic game last week, and the Wolverines back on offense. Third down.
Number 9 passes it to Cheney. Cheney pushes and has a nice, what seemed like an 8-yard run, and number 10 with the shove.
But there is a flag on the play in the backfield. Might be on the Raiders. Some Wolverines high-fiving. And let's see what the call is from the officials. Santi Venegas there on the first pass of the game.
Number 9 is coming out of the game right now. Oh, and he's going back in. He was just trying to get a play from the quarterback. From the
And that'll be a penalty on the Raiders. The Wolverines will move the ball up. And Wolverines first down once again off that penalty committed by the Raiders.
wow. And ladies and gentlemen, in case you're just tuning in today, it is very hot out here. Make sure to have lots of water while you're out here, because yeah, I mean, you could probably get heat stroke or fry.
Oh, and a huge run by Don Cheney up the middle. And he gets it all the way down to the 20-yard line. Powerful statement from the running back, Don Cheney, on that last play.
Wow. Can Cheney run? Yes, he can, ladies and gentlemen. And he goes back in.
Probably to rest up. Something we haven't talked about in this game is the Wolverines debuting their new smoky uniform, something the Wolverines have never worn in a game, and this is the first time we're seeing it out on the field. However, I can only imagine how hot it is in those uniforms, being that they are gray, and as we all know, the darker the color, the more sun. So those players are probably dying out on the field, but it certainly wouldn't look that way from the way they've been playing. Already driving down the field, Wolverines tied 7-7.
Not to mention, guys, I did play football last year. When you're in those pads in this kind of heat, it wasn't even this hot out there when I was out there. You know
No.
what, guys? It gets really hot out there. Even if you're sitting on the bench, honestly, like I was the entire game or practice. I mean, it was definitely hot. So I can't imagine players like Cheney or the quarterback or really anyone that's out on the field right now or on the sidelines running through this kind of heat. All right, and today your senior theme is
They're imitating the Gulliver Prep School, something the Wolverines have been doing ever since they played the Raiders. The Raiders' stereotype is that they have very nice clothing, button downs, hats, glasses, nice watches, and as you can see here, the Wolverines brought their all today, and they are covered in talcum powder right now, and all wearing their nice, expensive clothing.
and as you can see, some of them have fake Rolexes.
Yes, of course, you know. It's still all fun and games for the Wolverines. Always a great turnout in these home games.
Especially when it comes to an old rival
Gulliver,
that
yep.
has slowly died off, Gulliver. Now our current real rival is more or less Columbus. Stay tuned for that game as well. That'll come
September
later on in the
22nd.
year.
And Wolverines another run and play up the middle. Short game though.
In case you guys were wondering, the score is at the current moment 7-7. They are tied, and the Raiders and the Wolverines are definitely putting up a fight. We have number 44 for the Wolverines getting in.
That's gonna be it's gonna be Rafael Ruiz, a junior, very aggressive player. A lot to say about him.
Wolverines line up.
Trap up the middle. Decent game. Danny Esteban once again on the carry. Up the middle on the trap. And it'll be second down. Oh no, pardon me, first down. James will move once again, and they're going to be, they're in the red zone now. So Wolverines have a great opportunity to score here. Out wide for the Wolverines is Manuel Becerra. Let's see what they're going to do here. Venegas ready to take the snap. Don Chaney out to the outside. He has some room, and he breaks the plane. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Wow, talk about a truck there, ladies and gentlemen. As I said last game, we have Cheney, who with his strong legs can convert a fast running game into some power, especially if necessary to break a tackle or even multiple, as we've seen in the past. And we have many people wearing Supreme outfits, fake Supreme outfits, that is. I don't think they would want to wear that in this kind of heat or in this kind of environment.
Yep.
We also have water guns and fake $100 bills due to the fact that we don't have any of our own that are real.
It's a very funny performance from the Wolverines. Having fun with it. Javin Rice with the kick. Javin, and the kick is good.
That's great.
That's going to be 14-0 Wolverines. Now lead. Don Chaney with that earlier touchdown running to the outside, and Danny Esteban with the first touchdown.
Temperature seems to be cooling down, guys, but it is still pretty hot out here. Make sure to get some water or even bring a bucket of ice if necessary. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, we can recreate the ice bucket challenge if necessary down here.
It is extremely hot. You can feel it up here in the booth, and I can only imagine what they're feeling it down on the field.
Yep. And you can only expect the song, I Just Want to Rolly, Rolly, Rolly with a Dab of Ranch to play later on, I heard.
I wouldn't doubt it. Something the Wolverines said they were going to be, the seniors said they were going to be playing. And should be looking out for that song. Wolverines have to kick it off for the third time today. And 10 minutes left of the second quarter. Wolverines once again lead 14-7.
Number 85 with the hops is getting ready for the Wolverines. Number 85, in case you are wondering, is Javin Rice. He is the star kicker, and he has a great story that we can tell you pretty soon when we have a chance. Javin is set, kicks it off. It was more of a direct kick. Ooh, wow.
Belen Rice sails that one through the end zone again.
Wow.
Touchback.
And that might have even been a field goal had it counted. Wow, what an incredible play by him.
And
So apparently one day, Javin Rice was out on the football field kicking the soccer ball around, and
the JV coach at the time, well, still a JV coach, Mario Pino, saw him kicking out a soccer ball and asked him if he wanted to try kicking the ball as a kicker. And Devin Rice came over, started kicking the ball a little bit, got a feel for it, and before he knew it, he started kicking the ball for the Wolverines. And here he is now, Vanderbilt commit, making his impact on Belen, following in his brother's footsteps. And
oh, and there's a nice running play by number 17. Wow, celebrating a little bit there, making sure the ref doesn't see it. That way there's not a flag. He does score the touchdown, however. Fun fact, not so fun for us right now, but he did make a catch earlier that didn't count. That would have been a touchdown for the Raiders had he not caught it out of bounds. I'm telling you, number 17 is a real weapon for him. Number 17 is not listed on their roster, however, is a great player. We can already tell that he will definitely start for them at one point this season.
that was Sean Morrill on the reception, or just receiving word. Unfortunately, the defender tried to undercut the pass, and it was thrown perfectly, and it allowed Sean Morrill to get open and
Snap.
score the
And
touchdown.
there's the extra point, ladies and gentlemen, to make the score 14-14.
The Wolverines now tied up one more time.
All right.
And Wolverine kick return team will take the field once again. Get some more points on the board. It's a lucky break there for the Raiders. Perfect pass. And a nice touchdown for them. Once again, the score is now 14-14. 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, boy, is this reminding me of American Heritage when we played them last week. I mean, so many similarities and so many things that the Wolverines are using as experience from their last game with American Heritage. They are using the same tactics at times. They're both still neck and neck, just like last game. And that's going to be a touchback on the kick, and the Wolverines will start
at the 20-yard line. I'm going to let that one go. They will take over. Oh, there's a flag on the field. Let's see who it's on. And
seems to be a flag. The refs are working it out.
And it's on the Raiders. Personal foul. Will move the Wolverines further up.
Wow. That's a pretty great start for the Wolverines, if I don't say so myself.
Yeah, Wolverines haven't really committed as much penalties as the Raiders have this game. And it's definitely hurting them. Giving up a decent amount of yards here off of personal fouls. Something they can't continue doing in this game. The offense, once again, out on the field for the Wolverines. Oh, and this time Don Chaney taking the snap, running up the middle, breaks the tackle.
Chaney breaking, oh, no, it didn't break that one, but got them to the 50, and what a great run that was.
The Wolverines there running with the Wildcat, having Don Chaney take the snap with the shotgun and busting one up the middle for a nice gain, bringing them to the halfway point of the field. And the Wolverines will now get another 1st and 10. Great run there by Don Chaney.
Wow, and you can never undermine someone like Don Chaney, that kind of a player that has some great hands when he's put up to the test. We saw this game and last game, and has great legs to power through along with it. There's the snap. Fake handoff to number 21. It ended up just being a mini run-out, and there's a flag, ladies and gentlemen.
Danny Esteban on the carry up the middle. Flag on the field, as my partner said. And let's see what the officials are going to rule it. It is going to be a penalty. Face mask on the Raiders Once again, another face mask penalty from the Raiders. That's two this game. Another costly penalty by them. Coach can't be too happy about that one.
Yeah, that's probably one of the points on the coaches list as they go into halftime to discuss. Because silly penalties like that can give your team a great advantage in yardage, and can even get a player ejected.
Mm-hmm. And on the bright side, Wolverines have even better field position. First and 10 once again.
Oh, there's a play.
And it's going to be a handoff up the middle. And it's going to be a short gain. Francisco Aguero with the carry there.
Guys, just a quick little piece of advice just to jump it in there. If you guys are attending the game, we are seeing people coming with umbrellas. It is very hot out here, so just for your own personal safety and advisory, just bring one out. Bring plenty of water. We also have Cafe Belen here in case you're already on your way and you don't want to bring your own water. You can buy some here. Yay! And they also have Dippin' Dots and or not Dippin' Dots. They have some other ice creams down there too, which could be very refreshing in the heat.
Yeah, especially in this.
Number 9 hands it off.
And it's another run up the middle. Francisco Aguero, once again, number 31 on the carry. That time, a little bit more on the carry. And it's going to bring up third down for the Wolverines. Let's see.
Number 31 is coming in, and number 1, our favorite player, Don Chaney, has back out onto the field. Definitely a great running weapon.
Haven't really seen too much passing for the Wolverines, as I said earlier. Did do a little dump pass earlier in the game, but haven't seen too much in terms of letting the ball fly. And see what they're going to do here.
Oof. And there seems to...
It's a reverse. Ethan Ramirez with the carry, running to the outside. Great play called by the Wolverines.
Great reverse, guys. I mean, I myself couldn't even tell what was going on in that play. For 1 second, I thought one player had the ball, then another, until I realized who actually had the ball. And that was quite confusing, even from up here in the booth with this kind of view.
And last week, that play worked on numerous occasions. They reversed Ethan Ramirez. First time they ran that play, went for a huge gain. And
20 yards.
Yeah, they used it throughout that game. Had a couple times it didn't work, a couple times it did work. And when it did, it worked wonders. That play went for a large amount of yards, and it's going to bring up first and 10 again for the Wolverines deep in Raider territory.
Players for the Wolverines getting lined up. Number 12 seems a little bit, we still can't tell who he is, but he's on the left side of that playing field. Seemed like he was getting ready to go out for a pass. And number 13 and 21 get into a little, whoa!
Oh, late flag there. Number 24 for the Raiders, Anton Hall Jr. Late push on the Wolverines, another costly penalty. The Raiders can't be doing that in this game. Multiple penalties have given up.
Raiders have been getting a little bit feisty lately.
Yeah, they've been pretty aggressive throughout the game. Couple face masks, that personal foul there, one earlier in the game.
A little skirmish with Don Chaney, one of our best players, trying to get him fired up, and Chaney bit, but just stayed out of it, which was good. But yeah, Gulliver is a feisty type.
And now it's going to be second down once again. Wolverines in great field position. In that previous play, Don Chaney ran up the middle for a short gain, and there's going to be a timeout on the field. Both teams will go to the sidelines. And there'll be 6 minutes left in the second quarter. The score is 14-14. Wolverines playing the Gulliver Raiders.
Wow, and as the players come in for a water break, they definitely seem like they're enjoying that. Usually they just get a couple squirts, where we are seeing a couple players just pouring it on themselves, and I don't blame them. It's a very hot day. Okay.
For their patronage of today's game. MBS, Miami Banners and Signs, for all your banner, electrical signs, vehicle wrap, backdrops, and floor graphic needs. Visit MBS at www.
The Raiders will now take the field again, as will the Wolverine offense.
Thank you, MBS, for your support of the Wolverine football program.
second down here for the Wolverines. Trying to score once again to take the lead in this game.
They're lined up. Oh,
Timeout.
Another
timeout
timeout.
called by Belen.
See what the coaches want to do here. 2 consecutive timeouts called. So far, a pretty great game. Both teams bringing it all today. Belen scoring on their opening possession off of a Danny Esteban 1-yard run. And for the Raiders, they had a nice passing touchdown for about 50 plus yards. Overall, just great play from both teams. And the teams are back on the field once again. And the Wolverines now motion in the backfield. Hand off to Don Shane. He stopped almost immediately up the middle.
Danny Esteban.
Or pardon me, Danny Esteban with the carry.
Yeah, another thing that I brought up earlier in the game with Don Chaney, but it seems to be a general problem amongst high school teams. It's just a general issue just all throughout the game. Going up, especially for the Wolverines, it's hard at times. But once they get a break, they can go pretty long with probably get a touchdown drive on that. The middle play is a key play for them whenever it does work out in their favor.
Third and short for the Wolverines.
There you go, Wolverines. One more chance. Third down. Hand off up the middle. Once again. And it looks like it was number 21, Danny Esteban, once again carrying it up the middle.
Belen Jesuit. First down.
And it's going to be a first down for the Wolverines.
First and goal.
Now in the red zone. This could be a chance for the Wolverines to take the lead once again in this game. Here we go. Bunch formation.
Oh, there's a run. He pushes through, and that's going to be a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen.
Gabriel Estrada with the touchdown, but there is going to be a flag on the play.
Flag comes in late.
Let's see who it's going to be on. Another great run from Gabriel Estrada, just powering through the middle of the field. But so now we don't know who the penalty is on. And it is a touchdown. It is going to be a penalty on the Raiders that is declined. It'll be a touchdown Wolverines. The score is now 21-14. Wolverines lead. Gabriel Estrada running in that one. He can play both defense and offense. He's a very aggressive player. And one the Wolverines love to have on their team. And the field goal is good, but there is another flag on the play. Let's see what it is this time. This game has been full of flags.
A flag can really change a game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you.
And the Raiders have been on the receiving end of many penalties. Face masks and personal fouls.
And some skirmishes that probably should have deserved a flag, but I'm not here to talk about that, am I? Back to the game.
Wolverines will kick it off once again.
Previous penalty assessed now on the kickoff.
And the penalty in the previous play will be put into play on this coming kick.
Ball now spotted inside Gulliver's territory for
So they will now move the ball up in on the 45-yard line, on the Raiders' 45-yard line. And Javin Rice will take the kick. to receive for the Raiders is number 8, Amin Hassan, and number 26, David Jason Gio. And the kick is off.
Wow. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you could score a field goal from the
45-yard line. That goes to show you how much of a leg Javin Rice has there.
We've seen Javin Rice get some 55s up in the air, and they're quite impressive when you do see him. It looks like it's not going to make it, and then all of a sudden it looks like it has a rocket booster on the ball, and it just sails through.
And that's going to be a touchback for the Raiders. Going to start their possession at the 20-yard line. Once again, Raiders are down by a score. Will Posey of the Raiders back to receive the snap. Here we go. Will Posey looks, throws to number 17.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh, when he's rocked near the sideline by number 7, Robert Martinez.
Wow, he was in a way there testing the Belen defense, and they definitely did come out on top. Yeah, it's not very likely that unless you're a star player, you're gonna be able to juke out 3 linemen or 3 defensive players for the Wolverines.
And that was Sean Moore on the reception, who did have that 50-plus yard reception for the touchdown earlier in the game. You see there, he got another reception, and this time he goes for a short gain. Second down.
There's a pass. Number 21 is off. And ladies and gentlemen, that is inevitably another touchdown for the Raiders.
That time on
Making it 20 to 21. The Wolverines lead by 1 unless they score an extra point or go for a 2 and are able to make it.
And that time it was Nick Hassan with the reception. He got by the defense, and it was open field from there on out. He managed to fly by everybody and broke the plane, making this a 1-point game. Let's see if their kicker can convert right here.
You know, another thing about the kickers is there's a lot of pressure on them in high school to perform, and sometimes they can't make it through some of these extra point to get them the lead or extra point to get them to tie, and that pressure really does weigh them down. We saw that last game when American Heritage missed their potentially probably a game-tying kick. They did come back later, but it was definitely a scare for them. Oh, and the kick is deflected.
Great block from the Belen Wolverines there.
Number 99 on the Wolverines.
Bobby LaCasa with the blocked field goal. Bobby LaCasa, a big guy, getting in front of the kick and blocking it. Another Wolverine blocked field goal. We saw that last game, and that was a theme for the Wolverine defense throughout last year's season. That time you see it again at its finest. And the Wolverines maintain their lead of 21 to 20. Great play by Bobby LaCasa.
Again, guys, in case you don't know what's going on behind the scenes of the team, we have a new head coach, Eduardo Delgado, who has been a great head coach, has been here as a defensive coach before, and this is his first year ever starting as a head coach after after Coach Stewart retired from the position and is now working with the younglings or young Padawans in the PE class in the physical education department.
And Eddie Delgado getting his first win last week. First official win last week against American Heritage Delray. They did get that preseason win earlier. And once again, the Raiders will be kicking off to the Wolverines as the Wolverines lead by 1 point. Very exciting game thus far. And the kick is off deep, and it's going to go for a touchback. Wolverines take it from the 20.
Wolverines having a great, tough, and competitive game so far. Very tough game so far. I mean, you've seen players really get beaten down just by the heat. Let's not even go to some of the hits that we've seen so far.
And now on to add on to their lead. Wolverine offense breaking huddle. And now lining up after Bobby Lacosta blocked that field goal, giving it a 1-point game. First down for the Wolverines. Snap, handed off to Don Chaney. Running to the outside, stopped short by number 24, Anton Hall Jr. Really had nowhere to go on that play. And it's going to go for a loss. Second down now for the Wolverines.
Oh, wow.
There are 3 minutes remaining before the half. Wolverines ideally would like to score here so they can get it back when the second half begins. They will receive the ball. And here we go. It's going to be a reverse play to Ethan Ramirez. Once again, that play worked earlier. Running to the outside, has some room, and he gets the first down. Great run there from Ethan Ramirez. Wolverines going back to the reverse play, and it's worked for him. Raiders no answer so far. On the second time they've ran that reverse play. And Ethan Ramirez, a professional when running the reverse. And here we go. And it's going to be a first down again for the Wolverines. And it's going to be a handoff to Don Chaney running to the outside. Has some room, breaks a couple tackles. He's still going. Nate Payne with the block. Has some room, pushes it in front, and stopped just short of the 35-yard line. Great run by Don Chaney. Huge run from Chaney there, running to the outside, duking out a couple defenders, and getting some great blocks from players like Nate Payne, and the Wolverines will get another first down. Some fire in that Wolverine offense, as we've seen. And here we go once again. Wolverines driving down the field. First and 10. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to number 31 for the Wolverines, Francisco Aguero. But unfortunately, it was stopped at the line. It'll go for little to no gain. With a minute left remaining, a minute 45 left in the first half. Belen will now take a timeout and try to see what they're going to do to get that ball into the end zone. In case you're just joining us, the score is 21-20. Wolverines had a blocked field goal, number 99, Bobby Lacosta, with a great play. And now the Wolverines have taken over, driving downfield with some great running plays from Ethan Ramirez and Don Chaney. Earlier in the game, Don Chaney had a touchdown to the outside, and Danny Esteban got the first one for the Wolverines off a 1-yarder. As for the Raiders, they've had a touchdown off of passing plays, 2 big ones. One that happened not too long ago, and one at the beginning of the game. So Raiders have been scoring through the air, and Wolverines have been scoring on the ground. Haven't seen too much plays on the Wolverines side of the ball in terms of passing, and from the Raiders, haven't really seen too much running plays. But seems to be working for both teams, so they're going to roll with it. It's going to be second down now, handoff to the outside. He has some room to run, following his blockers. Number 31, Francisco Aguero, one more time to the sideline. Eventually goes out of bounds on some great yardage to about the 18-yard line. 19-yard line, looks like. And Wolverines, once again, are in striking distance. Time is still going. Minute 26. Looks like they're going to rule him down before running out of bounds. They have time to score here. And Wolverines set up one more time. And handoff. Don Chaney stopped before he can get anywhere. Time is still going. Minute left on the clock. Wolverines got to hurry up the tempo here if they want any chance of scoring before the half goes. And Here we go. 40 seconds left on the clock before the half is over. Motion in the backfield. Nate Payne running all the way to the right side of the field. Motion again. And it's going to be a passing play. Santi Venegas throws into traffic, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. However, the time is stopped. And it's going to bring up third down for the Wolverines. However, Javin Rice is ready to go. He has made kicks from this far before, and he can definitely do them again. So the Wolverines are probably going to get one more play in before going to Javin, making it a 4-point game if you were to convert. As now it is third down. Wolverines in Raider territory. Two backs in the backfield. Santi Venegas drops back, throws, firing deep to Nate Payne, and the pass is going to be intercepted. However, there isn't a lot of time left on the clock, so not a terrible turn of events. However, Wolverines could have definitely used a field goal on that play, or on the play following. So the Raiders will now take over with about 18 seconds left to play in the half. Probably gonna run the ball, wait out the clock, or maybe they'll try one deep because they've had success throughout the game with some deep passes. Let's see what they're gonna do now. There is a safety deep for the Wolverines and to protect that deep field. And it's going to be number 32, Gabriel Estrada. And the Raiders are going to kneel it, and that will be the end of the first half. Wolverines lead 21-20. It would have been a great first half thus far. Tune in about 15 minutes when we will continue our broadcast of the second half in this closely contested game. See you all very soon. Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we resume our coverage of the Belen versus Gulliver football game. The score is currently 21 to 20. Kickoff will start in approximately 5 seconds. This has been a pretty exciting game thus far. Both teams playing some pretty good football here.
I'm really battling out, if you ask me, guys.
The score of 21 to 20. It's kind of obvious that this has been a close one, and this being a major rivalry game, it's really important that both of these teams keep up the tempo as we go into the second half. And now with the kick, the Wolverines will receive. The kick is off.
Wow. And that is going to be let go by Don Cheney. He's just going to let it fly, and that's going to be a touchback.
The Wolverines will now take over once again on their own 20-yard line. Wolverines scoring first in this game off a 1-yard run from Danny Esteban. Later, Don Cheney running one in. And another one by Gabriel Estrada towards the end of the first half. As for the Gulliver Raiders, they've had all their touchdowns in the passing game, 2 big ones, one going for 50-plus yards and another one probably going 50-plus yards too. And that's really been the story for the Gulliver offense, just passing.
Sure has. Oh, wow.
And already a
Wow. Oof.
already a great running play by Don Cheney. Solid pickups, will get close to the first down marker. And it's going to be 9 on the pickup, running it to the outside on that pass run play.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the only passes, if not the only pass of the game, was to Don Cheney. I mean, Cheney just seems to be the center of their offense right now, trying to use him as a secret weapon just to pretty much get in to the red zone and therefore score a touchdown. Especially in a situation like this, you would like to take advantage of all your players.
Now then, the reverse again.
A reverse.
And he has some room to run.
Ooh, wow. And that is 54 yards, ladies. Or not a 54-yard run, but they will end up at the 54-yard line.
And that was
not bad.
And that was number 31, Francisco Aguero, who's having a pretty productive game thus far. He's been getting a lot of carries. And as you saw there, they ran him on the reverse, which is normally a play for Ethan Ramirez. But at that time, it worked just fine for Francisco. And the Wolverines picked up another first down and are now in Gulliver territory.
Wow, guys, what an amazing, spectacular play that was. The reverse is always a great play for the Wolverines. And there's your snap. Oh, and it's handed off to number 32. Wow.
Gabriel Estrada, another handoff down the middle. He's going to fight for those extra yards, and as you see there, he does just that. Powering through, getting 3 more extra yards, and that will be a solid pickup for the Wolverines.
Number 2 and 32 coming out, while number 9 and 21 come in. Number 9 for you is Santiago
Venegas, the quarterback, who is did throw an interception earlier in this game, but then again, we haven't really been seeing the Wolverines throw the ball often, so can't really blame him there. And it was towards the end of the first half, so it really wasn't anything important. Another run up the middle, short gain there.
Number 9 trying to get a play from his offensive coordinator, gets it. And from the looks of it, seems like what he was signaling was to go deep, but you never really know with these coaches. And we already have our center out. Everyone else lines up behind him. It's more of spread offense right now. They were bundling up earlier.
And it's going to be a handoff up the middle. This time it goes for a loss. The Raiders pick up on it, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Wolverines. On comes the punting team.
Number 75, Wesley Neal, was the one with the hit.
Javin Rice, the punter and kicker, now takes the field. Already making 2 field goals, actually 3 field goals in this game. Extra points, rather. And back to receive the punt for the Raiders is going to be number 8, Amin Hassan, who's had a pretty solid game.
That's a punt right there.
And
not going to touch it, not going to touch it, not going to touch it.
Perfect punt. Javin Rice putting it in between the 10-yard line and the end zone. The Raiders are going to be pinned back deep in their own territory to try and get something going.
And you know, when it comes to that sort of thing where the Wolverines try not to touch the punt, it's actually worked out very well in the past for them. They almost have it down to a science. Last game, on one of the probably game-saving drives that was prevented by the Wolverines, Javin Rice punted it off, and the Wolverines let the ball keep on going until it reached the 1 yard line. And what a great way to for the defense to start off at least. Almost got a safety there. They were able, however, to break out of it, and yeah. So, hey,
And it's going to be another handoff to Jackson, the running back. Short gain there, not much. Wolverine defense coming up big there once again. Pachon and George Viscarando with the tackle. Both players,
meanwhile,
veterans on the defensive core.
well, the offense is getting ready to hopefully score. The defensive coordinator is getting his players hyped up and is trying to give them some advice before they go out. Oh,
And that's going to be another pass completed by the
there's a flag.
by Will Posey, number 21, Nick Hassan. That same play gave them a touchdown earlier in the game. Nick Hassan managed to get past the Wolverine secondary.
Number 21 is down, ladies and gentlemen, for the Raiders. And he's going in. He can't even walk.
And the penalty will be on the Wolverines, it appears.
Oh, that seemed like a painful hit to the back. Upper back and lower back, it seemed at the same time. I mean, pretty centralized hit.
That was a nice pass from Will Posey's there. Play has worked for them thus far. And it's going to be first down for the Raiders once again.
Number 12 goes out for a scramble. Scramble, scramble, scramble. Fires a pass. And that was overthrown and out to number 17. Could have probably gotten to it and snagged it before it went out. But you know what? Great coverage by number 7, Robert Martinez, on that play.
And Nicholas Canino, number 23, running with the receiver stride for stride there. It was overthrown. Will Posey's just trying to get that ball out of the way because he was being pressured by the Wolverine defense, and smart play by him there. Gonna bring up second down on that passing attempt. Last game, Wolverines did win on a quarterback pressure. Forced the other team's quarterback to scramble. Oh, hold on. We have another pass, and it is dropped by number 10, Deshaun Perry. He was open, but looks like he couldn't get a hand, or two hands on it, rather. And it's going to be another incomplete pass for the Raiders. And as I was saying last game, the Wolverines won on a quarterback. They had to pressure the quarterback. He scrambled right through into traffic, and the game was over. The other team had to go for two, and they failed on the conversion. Here we go. Third down for the Raiders.
There's a snap. Number 12 fires it up, and that's going to go nowhere.
Great pressure by the Wolverines. That's going to be number 33, George Viscarando, putting pressure on Will Posey, causing him to throw deep, way deep, and that's going to be another incomplete pass. Wolverines will put Don Chaney back out there to receive the punt.
Brings up a fourth down. Punting unit for the Raiders out on the field. Don Chaney and Rob Martinez back to receive the punt.
Rob Martinez, the safety, is also back deep to receive the punt alongside Don Chaney. And the kick is up and away. Ooh, almost blocked there. Robert Martinez will call a fair catch. And almost blocked there by number 99, Bobby Lacasso, who already has a field goal block earlier in this game, which is how the Wolverines have maintained a 21-20 lead.
Excellent pressure applied by Rafa Ruiz.
Oh, pardon me, that was Rafa Ruiz on the pressure. Bobby Lacasso was also in, trying to make some noise in the backfield. But Rafa Ruiz was the main one who got up and tried to get his hands in the way of the punter. And now the Wolverine offense, once again, back onto the field, trying to increase their 21-20 lead. they've had success in the running game. And another reverse play to Francisco Aguero.
Wow, did a push up to get up there.
And that time he was stopped without getting a lot of yards. Stopped with like a pickup of about 1 yard.
See, that's the thing. When you have a reverse play, usually if the Wolverines use it every once in a while, it's great. It's like a perfected play that you use every once in a while to get guaranteed yardage. However, if they start using it too much, you can tell that the defense catches on and, well, they don't get as many yards as they usually do or don't even get any yards. Oh, and Cheney has it. Oh, Cheney runs through.
Flag on the play in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be on the Raiders, holding on the Wolverines actually. It's going to be a flag on number 14, Joey Placencia. It's going to be holding. Don Chaney did have some room to run there, but the flag will push the ball back. Joey Placencia, a great player, has played tight end, and is a great blocker. Unfortunately, there he gets caught with the holding, and that will bring the ball back. Maybe second and very long. Let's see what they'll do here. Santi
Number
Venegas rolling out.
9 fires and oh, Cheney wasn't able to catch it.
Unfortunately, Don Chaney drops the ball there. Not something you see too often from Don Chaney, but it happens. And unfortunately, that'll bring up third down for the Wolverines.
That is the first time this game Cheney has not caught a pass. Has caught every other toss, handoff, and the one pass that was thrown to him earlier. So Cheney's having a pretty good game, as per usual.
Mm-hmm. And they'll probably play it safe and run the ball here, being that they are very deep in their own territory on third down. Santi Venegas actually rolling out.
Fires. Oh no, he's not
looking.
gonna throw it. It was more of a scramble, then a pass, and didn't get anywhere. Looked like it was intended for either number 2 or number 1, either Cheney or Nathaniel Payne.
Looks like it was a smart move by Santi Venegas, being pressured, almost getting sacked. Luckily, gets to throw the ball away before anything bad happens, and that'll bring up the Wolverine punting team once again. And in case you're just joining us, the score is 21-20. Wolverines lead in the third quarter, 6 minutes left.
Wow. We're seeing the offense coming out pretty upset.
And now the Raiders head back onto the field to receive the punt. And the kick is up in the air, and they're gonna.
Oh!
Whoa! A little bit of a.
Shove there. Number 26 was shoved down on the Wolverines. Number 26 is Joshua Sloan. Sure, he didn't like that. Probably couldn't even figure out who hit him. And
The Raiders are gonna take over from.
as per usual, you'll have
Pretty good territory, already in Wolverine. The Wolverine side of the field. It was not. The ball didn't take any good bounces, and unfortunately, the Wolverines had to pick it up early. And the Raiders are going to get the ball from around the 43-yard line.
wow. Number 12 fires a deep one to number 8, who cannot make the catch.
Oh, that was some good coverage there by Ivan Pachon, the safety. And luckily that ball was incomplete, or else that would have been a tough situation for the Wolverines to deal with. but showing a solid safety in the backfield. Always count on him to make some plays, and as you see there, he makes a good one, bringing up second down for the Raiders. Raiders not afraid to go deep in this game. Two of their touchdowns have been from long passing plays. And it's going to be another pass. Oh, it's going to be
Oh,
a
it's a
quarterback
direct
draw.
scramble. Oof.
Quarterback draw. Will Posies on the quarterback draw there. Picks up a nice chunk of yardage.
Sorry about all my oofs if you're on the other side of those. But there have been some hard hits this game. And even if they're not hard, they seem to, after you hit them, and I've seen a lot of people wiped out from their legs, and it's not. I've been considering calling most of them faceplant after those plays.
There's motion in the backfield. And again, Posey scrambling to the left.
12 fires a deep one to 17. 17 makes the touchdown catch.
And the
Wow.
Gulliver Raiders have now taken the lead. The score is now 26-21. Point after touchdown pending. Fortunately, the defender was beat deep there, and Sean Morey, who's had himself a great game, adds more to his impressive game, and he just scores a beauty. Now the extra point team is taking the field. Luckily, Wolverines still have an entire quarter after these 5 minutes to get back into it, as they always do. The Raiders are going to go for it here. Interesting. Remember last time a team went for two, they didn't get it.
12 almost tripped up there. He's going to scramble in.
And the Wolverines are going to hold him. 2-point conversion has failed. Wolverine defense coming up big there. So the score will remain 21-26. Gulliver Raiders take the lead.
And as a player, that is what you like to hear. The fact that they were able to stop him from a potentially disastrous, even bigger lead of a play. It is 21-26. Belen has 21, but there's plenty of time left for the Wolverines to be able to recuperate in a situation like this.
And now the Wolverines will be receiving the kick after that Gulliver touchdown. And the kick is away. It's a long one, and Don Cheney's going to let this one go. Touchback Wolverines will start again at the 20-yard line. In case you're just joining us, Gulliver Raiders lead 26. Wolverines trail 21. Both sides playing some great football here. And unfortunately for the Wolverines, that last touchdown comes off a fly. And now they're going to have to find a way to get back into this game. Here we go. First down. Wolverines have the ball at their own 20. Don Cheney takes the ball to the outside. He has room to run. And he breaks and jukes a couple defenders, and he gets the first down. There's a Raider. Number 24 for the Raiders is on the field. He cannot get up. That's Anton Hall Jr. Attempted to hit Don Cheney, but unfortunately it looks like he got hurt on the play. And looks like the medical staff will be coming to his aid. Don Cheney breaking a couple tackles there, juking out a couple defenders, and one of them being Anton Hall Jr. Unfortunately, he is now injured on the turf. I'm unaware right now as to what the injury is. Hopefully, he is not seriously injured and he can get back up shortly. Luckily, this game we haven't had any injuries, and Anton has now gotten up. He is visibly in pain, holding what appears to be his lower abdomen, helped off the field by the trainers. But luckily, he's able to get off on his own strength, and it's nothing too serious. So now the Wolverines are going to go back onto the field. So now going to be first down once again on the 32-yard line. Trying to get back into the lead. Right now, trailing by 5 points.
First and 10, Wolverines from their 32.
And Don Chaney, the Wildcat, takes the snap, running to the outside, jukes back to the middle, and he gets stuffed for a loss. Unfortunately, the Raiders read that play, and Don Chaney had nowhere to run, and that play will go for a loss, bringing up second down for the Wolverines. Out wide for the Wolverines is Nate Payne, the receiver. We saw him on defense earlier in this game, but his main position is wide receiver. Don Chaney breaking one to the outside, has some room, and he gets hit. Looks like he's just short of the first down, but saw the run from Chaney there. And you hear Seven Nation Army playing in the background. The seniors are getting hyped up. Wolverines are advancing. This is the place they want to be in right now. Moving up the field. And that's going to be third and short for the Wolverines. Big play here. They need to convert. And it's going to be a handoff to Don Chaney. He gets the first down and some more. Brought down at approximately the 46-yard line. Great run there by Chaney. Chaney has been a driving force in this offense this entire game, having a touchdown. And now he has more.
All right, guys, now you're going to get a little bit of Benjamin Cure time. So there's a snap. Oh, we see a run. I'm not even sure if that gained a yard. Might have gotten a couple negative yards on that. With the carry, number 21. Pardon, number 31. Number 31 for the Wolverines is Francisco Aguero. Number 31 is coming out after that play. Bleeding from his nose. Shouldn't be too bad, but you know what? Always got to take some precautions. Getting ready for a snap again. There's a snap. Reverse! Number 24 has it. Oh, 24 powers through. Wow, and number 24 for your Belen Wolverines is Ethan Ramirez. Ethan Ramirez has a great game whenever they put him. Number 9 just got his play from his offensive coordinator, and we will see what happens. The Wolverines were told that they were going to stick more to the passing side this year with Eddie Delgado as coach. There's a snap. Chaney gets through. Oh, wow, that did not look good. first at the Cavs, then from the back. And that is a hard hit, guys. Cheney with a carry. All right, so back to what I was saying. So they were gonna focus more on the aerial, but you know what? After last game, the coach realized he needed to make some changes due to the fact that what really wore down their own defense was the run plays played by Dallas Smalls on American Heritage. And they figured, you know what, we have a great weapon. His name is Don Chaney Jr. Why not use him? So they've definitely converted, and as you can see, they are going more to the running game. They got some great running backs. I mean, I bring up Chaney, but it's not just him. Um, so as the players line up, we will wait. This game is brought to you by all of Belen's business partners and sponsors. A big shout out and thanks to them for supporting us. They are the reason we are able to do this in the press booth and do our play-by-play on our broadcasting. So thank you very much to them. Oh, there's a kick. And wow.
Ball goes into the end zone, touchback.
Ball has gone into the end zone. And it will be a touchback on that play. That was a funny side flip from our own player.
Goes into the end zone.
Your score, in case you do not know, is still 26 to 21. The Wolverines are down by 5. And they still have, in my opinion, plenty of time. They still have this the rest of this quarter, the little that's left, and the fourth quarter. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, it is your 1 minute warning in the third. And there seems to be a little bit of a problem. Not sure what it is yet. Oh, it seems to be a timeout Raiders. And you know what? What a great turnout, guys. Let's address the turnout right now as we go into break. We've got a lot of Gulliver fans here. We've got a lot of Belen fans here. And we seem to be doing great. The stadium seems full. And yeah.
Wolverine fans, once again, special thank you.
Wolverine fans, once again, a special thanks to all of our sponsors because they make this broadcast that's coming to you live right now possible. Big thanks to them. Without them, I would not be here, ladies and gentlemen, filling in airtime and talking about the football game. So very big thanks to them. I love doing this, and a lot of other people, like my partner Raul Rodriguez, love to do it as well. It's a great opportunity here at Belen, and you know what? If you're interested in that kind of field, you can come join our club. Back to the play, number 33 with the run. Number 33 is James Jackson the fourth. And yeah, so he had a great run there. We've still got the clock running. There's 35 seconds left on the clock. There's a snap. It's a run, but they immediately bring him down after about a yard and a half. Oh, 20 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. And this quarter.
No gain for Jackson.
Oh, it was a no gain for Jackson, actually. Oh, they're gonna. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the quarter.
Wolverine fans, special shout out and a warm Wolverine.
The score is 21-26, and a new quarter will begin with 12 minutes on the clock. 12 minutes of possibilities, tears, blood, and grit are still left. Wow.
Special shout out and a warm welcome to the Andres Smith extended family.
So, in case you're just joining us on this live stream, the quarter has just ended. But do not worry, we still have one quarter left to play, and it is intense, ladies and gentlemen. 21-26. And in case you are down in the bleachers on Belen's side, beware, there are seniors and they came loaded with talcum powder. And many walking people here are living proof of that, as my own partner, Raul Rodriguez, has been destroyed and annihilated by that talcum powder.
Yep, I got my own taste of talcum powder. Walking through the seniors is like walking through a blizzard of just talcum powder and the smell of nurseries. It's a nightmare over there, and unfortunately, I've been hit from all sides, and so has the entire senior class. So they're definitely hyped for this game, and I hope the Wolverine offense or defense is now that they are on the field.
Oh, 12. Running,
Will
running, running,
Posey's
running. Is going to get hit from the back of his legs.
Yeah, Will Posey stopped not before picking up a solid gain, and the Raiders are gonna get third down actually. Wolverines need a huge stop here. With only a quarter left in the game, they are down by 5. This is a make or break play right here. They have to convert. Or pardon, they have to stop them.
There's a snap. 12 fires it. Oh, and it
Ooh,
seems
Sean
to be caught
Morey
by 17.
with the drop. He has been having a great game. Unfortunately, there he drops a pass. And that's great news for the Wolverines because that would have been past the first down markers. And you know what that means? Wolverine punting team, or receiving team, pardon, is now taking the field. This is a chance the Wolverines need.
Yes, the Wolverines definitely do need a chance if they want to make a big play and be able to win this game. As I said earlier, there's a whole 12 minutes of possibility, blood, grit, and tears.
And now Don Chaney also back to receive with Robert Martinez. High snap. The ball is in the air, and it will.
Drops and goes out of bounds right at the 30.
Decent field position for the Wolverines as they start their drive here. Seniors were chanting here that they want to see some more passing plays from the Wolverines, but it just hasn't been working for them this entire game. And right now, what's working is the running of Don Chaney, and hopefully they will keep that up because why stop what's working?
It sure has, guys. And you know what? We after last game versus American Heritage, we did see a lot of running plays from them, and I think that the coaches decided, you know what, we have a great running game of our own. Why don't we make it work? So they've definitely been more on the running side this game. There's a snap, and can't really tell what's going on. There seems to be a dog pile. Wow.
Yeah, that's going to be a run up the middle. Unfortunately, he goes for little to no gain. Number 1, Don Chaney with the carry. Second down for the Wolverines.
Number 9 gets a nice snap. He's getting ready for the play. We have our center out. That means our play is ready.
Yeah, our center, Matthew Shaw, is kind of an unsung hero on this offense. He and Santi Venegas has been working constantly to get that tempo and that chemistry going, and it's been working, as you can see.
Oh, Chaney has it. Chaney does a leap. Oh, and gets hit twice with a little bit of a late hit from number 9 on the other team. Number 9 on the other team is Max Maricano. However, they won with the tackle.
And it's going to bring up third down for the Wolverines. Haven't really gotten anywhere this drive. Probably going to look to the air on this play. 3rd and 10. They still have time if they aren't going to score on this drive. However, scoring now will definitely boost the morale of the entire team.
Hopefully it does boost the morale. We definitely do need a morale boost to get this going. Number 9, pass is deflected. However, it's still caught by number 2, Nathaniel Payne. Number 20 on their team. Number 20 on their team is Jonathan McKenzie. Throws him down. Not before he can get a nice 8 yards.
And Santi Venegas there was being pressured coming from the right, but he didn't see it. And it looks like he was throwing across his body, and that made the ball spiral a little bit out of control. And unfortunately, didn't have as much power as he'd like it to have. And Nate Payne having to run back to get that ball. Unfortunately, it was not past the first down markers, and the Wolverines will be forced to punt once again on 4th down.
Chaney and Payne are now on the bench.
Beautiful punt from Javin Rice.
Well, hits.
Joshua
hits
Sloan
him.
accidentally hits the ball. And
And it seemed to touch the biceps of one of the players on the Wolverines, and then
Yeah,
you just saw players look at each other from both sides and just pile for it.
yeah. Joshua Sloan there took a bad bounce and hit him right in the chest. Unfortunately, that's not something you want to be seeing.
Sure isn't. As the lineup gets lined up, we have a big player, number 99 on our side. Number 99 on our
Bobby
side
Lacasa.
is Bobby Lacasa. Great player. We will see him make some huge tackles.
Yeah, he did have that blocked field goal earlier in the game that had the Wolverines up for a good portion. Unfortunately, the Raiders did come back and are now leading by a score of 26 to 21. And it seems like our cameras are having some
There's a snap.
technical difficulties right
Oh,
now.
number 12 goes around, fires a deep one. Oh,
Oh,
double
and the
stop.
ball is intercepted. Nate Payne with a beautiful catch down the sideline.
However, there is a flag on the play, ladies and gentlemen. We will see if that is a holding against the Wolverines or against the Gulliver football team. Wow, what a play, guys. I mean, something that the Wolverines really needed. And we were just talking about a morale boost 5 minutes ago. Well, we just got one right here, and this will hopefully motivate the offense along with Cheney and our nice quarterback. Our quarterback is Santiago Venegas to make a big play for our side.
It appears there is, however, a penalty on the field, and the Wolverines don't look too happy about it. That interception is going to be revoked. Shame, too, because it was a beauty. Nate Payne normally plays receiver, and as you can see there, he has hands. And unfortunately, the interception isn't going to count. Going to be defensive holding on the Wolverines, and that will cancel out Nate Payne's interception. Hopefully, he can get another one.
Gotta credit Nate Payne, guys. He did what he was supposed to, was almost able to make it work, but just some of the factors didn't work out there.
Yeah, he has a great ball control there. As you see, he's falling down, but he still manages to keep his eye on the ball and stuff it into his chest. But unfortunately, like I said earlier, the penalty did revoke that interception. And that's
Number
gonna be
12 hands it off. Now number 33. Oh, and number 33 is just going to get pushed. Wow. Wow, and some people are claiming that he might have pulled it. And at the bottom of that is someone who is not getting up.
Yeah, there's
Oh, he's trying to get up.
Wolverine's slow to get up, and the medical staff will get to him. Right now, we cannot see who it is.
He doesn't seem to be getting up. He is attempting, and we have medics running out onto the field. It is one of our own Wolverines. Oh, and he just gets on his back. He can't seem to get up, guys. And these are some football scares that teach you just as enjoyable as the game can be, it can be painful, and there can be troubles and consequences that come along with those big hits. You have to remember that a helmet and pads cannot protect you from everything.
And we did have a scare earlier in the game for the Raiders. Anton Hall Jr. did get injured but managed to walk off the field on his own strength. Hopefully, whatever Wolverine player is down right now has the ability to get up, and hopefully his injury is not too serious. Because right now we have no knowledge of who the player is or what seems to be the matter.
It seems to be his leg and his back. Two of the most sensitive parts probably for a football player. Can't really do anything on the field if you don't have legs and a back to play with. That is it was number 33 for the Wolverines.
George Viscarando, the linebacker. He's a staple to this Wolverine defense. It's sad to see him walking off the field. Unfortunately,
walking with a limp too. Seems to also be crouching a bit.
He's a hard hitter and a very aggressive player at the linebacker position, and it's a shame to see him walk off the field. Hopefully, he's not in any serious pain, and hopefully he can come back into the game later.
Back to the game. Snap is a bit late. There it is. Number 12 fires a deep one to 17 again. And 7. Oh, and it is incomplete pass. And there is a flag. And number 17 and 22 got into a little bit of a fight with words there. However, it was a big pump move. And everybody seemed to scream. Everybody thought that he had it. However, he just couldn't hold on to it as he fell down because his 2 feet were in. So, yeah, a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, that was Sean Moray on the reception. However, it looks like the ball did come out at the last second, and there is a flag on the play. And I see a Wolverine shaking his hands in disapproval. Looks like it's going to be on the defense. Yep, defensive holding. So, unfortunately, that will move the ball up for the Raiders, and they will get another chance at a deep shot. Good coverage there by number 22, Andy Mazza. This is the great acrobatics there by the receiver, but he couldn't bring it down. And now it's going to be first and 10 for the Gulliver Raiders. And there's still 7 minutes and 58 seconds left to play in the game. Jackson for the Raiders with the handoff there. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems we've been having some video troubles. We're going to try to get it up as soon as possible, but for now, we will give you the play-by-play so you at least have an idea of what's going on the field. And it's going to be a pass by Will Posies, and it's going to be completed to number 14. Takes 3 men to bring him down. Number 14 on the reception is Ulysses Saria, and he is taken down, not before taking a pickup of about 5 yards. And the Raiders will advance the ball. And there it is, roly with a dab of ranch. The seniors put it on as expected and putting it on at a crucial time as the Wolverines are still down late into the fourth quarter. Third down, Wolverines need to stop here. Ball snapped, Will Posies drops back, throws to no one, and that will be an incomplete pass. The Wolverines have now brought up fourth down for the Raiders. Will Posies to do into probably a miscommunication there between him and one of the receivers because there was nobody in the area. Might have been the pressure Matthew Martin applied, who another one of those unsung heroes on the Belen defense. He's a solid defensive end, and he gets in the quarterback's face a lot. And he's not afraid to hit hard, and as you see there, he manages to get to the quarterback and forces an incomplete pass. So it appears the Raiders are gonna go for it on fourth down. Something they've been doing this entire game. This is a huge stop for the Wolverines. If they get this, Will Posies drops back, throws it, fires. The ball hits the floor. Fourth down is no good. The Wolverines offense will now take over in great position. Will Posies there throwing to the open receiver. However, it is low and the ball hits the floor, giving the receivers no opportunity to catch the ball, and the Belen offense is now coming onto the field. What a turn of events there. However, the Raiders have been playing some solid defense, so it's going to be interesting to see what the Wolverines are going to do here. They need some big plays if they want to go and get the lead here. There's about 6 minutes left in the game. Still plenty of time, but a score here would be nice. First down now at the Wolverines' 42-yard line. Venegas takes the snap, hands it off to Don Chaney, then hands it off. There's a fumble on the play. Santi Venegas jumps on it, and looks like it's going to be Wolverine ball. Scary situation there. Looks like there was a little bit of mishandling with the ball by the second player on the reverse. Luckily, the quarterback, Santi Venegas, jumps on it and saves the Wolverines from what could have been a costly error. So let's see what they're going to do now after that play. It's going to bring up second and 10 for the Wolverines. Okay, here we go once again. Santi Venegas to take the snap. He gets it from the center. Hands it off to Don Chaney. He's stopped before the line of scrimmage. Another loss on the play. Don Chaney is going nowhere. Wolverines don't have many options right now. Haven't really passed the ball, but then again, it hasn't really worked for them. Let's see what Coach Eddie Delgado will call now. Wolverines desperate for a first down here. Third down and 10. If they do not convert here, they do have enough chance to get the ball one more time and go for that game-winning drive. However, time is ticking. 4 minutes left and 55 seconds. It's now or never. Santi Venegas out by himself in the backfield. Takes a snap. Throwing deep. Ethan Ramirez. Oh, and there was some pass. And there's a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be defensive pass interference. Ethan Ramirez was double covered and hold on. It looks like, yes, pass interference on the on the Raiders, pardon me. And the Wolverines are going to get great position now. That was a close one. Ethan Ramirez almost caught it, but the defenders jarred it loose. However, that pass interference now gave life to the Wolverine drive. And they now have a new set of downs to get that score. They need at least a touchdown to win. And the Wolverines are chanting, "I believe that we will win," and we sure do hope so. There we go. Santi Venegas, motion in the backfield.
There's your snap. Fires a pass. Fires it back.
Oh, and Ethan Ramirez on the double pass throws it to the defender. And Ethan Ramirez on the double pass accidentally throws it to the opposing team. Matthew Schultz, the center, is on the floor. He can't get up. Chaos and broken. The Wolverine sideline looks broken. The one thing that couldn't happen just happened for the Wolverines. And it's not looking so good right now. Matthew Schultz, the center, is still on the field. And the Raiders have the ball with 4 minutes, 23 seconds left. Wolverines still have a chance. However, it's going to be a rough one. That play was designed to go for the open receiver down the field. However, Ethan Ramirez couldn't get enough on it, and he threw it directly to the Raiders defender there. And unfortunately, he was able to pick it off, leading to an interception. Not much to say here now as we wait for teams to get back on the field. Hopefully the center, Matthew Schultz, is okay. He's a staple for this Wolverine team. And it'd be a shame to see him go down. Already George Viscarando, the linebacker, leaving the game early. Hopefully Matthew Schultz, isn't in a lot of pain right now.
This is really upsetting. Number 65 is up, but walking
Matthew
with a
Schultz,
limp.
there you go. He's getting helped off the field, but as you can see by his face, he's in a lot of pain right now. But good to see he's at least hopping off. Hopefully he's okay, because without him, Wolverines lose a valuable player. And it appears as though George Viscarando, the injured linebacker earlier, is now back on the field. And that's some good news for the Wolverines. They have 4 minutes and 23 seconds to work with here. It's going to be a very close game. All right, the snap to Will Posey. Hands it off to Jackson. Up the middle. Short gain. Second down now for the Raiders. All right. This is a crucial play for the Wolverine. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. They need to get a stop here. And another handoff to Jackson, and he stopped. They're going for the strip, and it appears that they're going to stop him for a loss. Time is still ticking. Wolverine defense coming up huge there. However, it is now third down. They still need to hold their ground just a little bit longer. third down. Snap to Will
12
Portis.
fires off a pass.
Oh, and
What?
he caught a pass. That was a
on the floor.
wow. That was never seen anything like that. The receiver, the intended receiver, misses the ball, and they're gonna rule it an incomplete pass. Still some confusion on the sideline. It appeared as though the intended receiver missed the ball, went over him, and it landed
and
directly into the
17
hands of Sean Moray, who is now.
17, sorry to cut you off there, but number 17, their main wide receiver on their team, who is not even on their chart, who has definitely proven to be their best one, seems to be injured and not looking good.
Oh, and they did complete the pass. That was a very unique passing play right there, as time is still ticking. He caught it on the floor.
Time is ticking now, but everyone seems to hold their breath after they saw what they thought might have been a definite end for the Wolverines football team.
And they're going to run the ball here, of course. Yep.
Oh, run it.
They got to strip the ball here if they want any chance, and it's going to be a run for a short gain. Things not looking too good for the Wolverine defense right now. 2 minutes left in the game. Timeout has been called. 2 minutes, 11 seconds remain in this close game. Score 21-26. The Wolverines need to prevent the Raiders from scoring a field goal here because they are technically in range. And if they score that field goal, they will be up. And the only way they'd be able to come back from that would be with a 2-point conversion. And that's to tie the game. However, Wolverines right now just want to get a stop and possibly force a turnover.
This is one of those moments, guys, where as the fans gather up, you can all together say, "No bueno," not good.
Not looking too good right now.
2 minutes and 11 seconds left on the clock.
Hopefully the Wolverines can pull something together here and get some momentum. Hand off to Jackson again. He is going to be brought down for a short gain. Time is going. Looks like the 2-minute warning will hit. And wait a minute. Seems like there's a fumble. The Wolverines are okay. Wolverines were saying it was a fumble, but just a drop ball. Timeout called. 2 minutes, 2 seconds left in the game. It is now third down. Wolverines need to get a stop here and possibly set them up for field goal because they are in distance right now. Either they'll go for the field goal, or if they don't have faith in their kicker, they will go for on fourth down, which they've been doing this entire game. And here we go. Both teams heading back onto the field. Wolverines need a stop here.
As play resumes, we have another big third.
This is huge. This is it. Ball snap, handoff to Jackson. He does not get the first down. And the clock is still going. 1 minute, 54 seconds left. Are they going to bring out their kicker? No, it appears as though they are going to.
Go for it.
Or has there been a timeout call? No, the clock is still going. Minute 44 left. They're going to waste this clock as much as they can. And hopefully the Wolverines can stop them if they do decide to go for it. And maybe get something going and bringing them back into scoring position. Because that's what they need now. Minute 25 left in the game. They need something now. Minute 20, and the time is ticking.
Oh boy,
And there's going to be
a
a timeout by the Wolverines. Minute 11 left. Both teams getting water. And now the Raider offense is heading back out onto the field. Wolverines need a miracle here. Hold the defense and then get a play on offense.
All right, Wolverine fans, let's set the stage. 1:11 left.
All right, here we go. They're going to go for it, it appears.
This is your time to let it all hang out.
Or
Don't
no, they're
say
going to
anything. Make some
they're going to
noise.
punt the ball.
Get behind that defense.
Looks like their kicking team is not going onto the field, and they will not go for it. Wolverines better watch for anything fishy here. It might go for the fake. And the ball is, nearly blocked. All right, we have exactly a minute remaining in the game. And the Wolverines don't have a lot of time to work with. They're going to have to get some big plays on offense if they want to score. Here we go.
Here's the drive. Fires a nice pass.
Go out of bounds, and he is not. Wolverines got to hurry up. Time is ticking. 50 seconds left in the game. No huddle offense. 2-minute drill in play right here for the Wolverines. Here we go. Here we go. 40 seconds left in the game. Venegas has to hike it.
Fires on the screen. Gets it through, gets it through, gets it through.
All right, and time has been stopped. And the clock has been stopped a little bit too early. 29 was when he went out of bounds, so hopefully they'll move that back. The clock is still running. There's some difficulties.
No, yeah.
Got to throw deep. And it is going to be an incomplete pass. The time has not been stopped. There are some problems with the clock. And the Wolverines have one more chance. And Wolverines are going to have 7 seconds here. There's a lot of confusion with the clock here. It should be a lot more time on the clock, but it's like the officials are saying it's not. Defense for the Raiders is playing deep. This is going to have to be a Hail Mary attempt by the Wolverines. If they get this, they will pull off a miracle. Ball snap, throws.
Cheney. Has it?
James.
Cheney. He's got a nice run. Got a nice
Don
run.
Cheney has some room, but he is taken down, and the Wolverines are going to lose. And the Wolverines have lost to Gulliver for the first time. And the record the Wolverines had on the Raiders is over. They have finally lost in a heartbreaking game. There was some controversy towards the end, but the game is over.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for tuning in with us.
We hope that you see us next time. Sorry to be such a downer and bring down the energy, but it's the first loss for the Wolverines. Hopefully,
It happens.
yeah.
But for me, Raul Rodriguez, and for my partner,
Benjamin Kier.
thank you for tuning in, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. Bye.